Hey guys, Sarah
and San
here from Work Life Glue, back for another
7-minute Sunday.
Sorry. Okay. And what is a 7-minute Sunday? Basically, we set a timer for 7 minutes,
Really?
and we talk about a topic that falls under the umbrella of Work Life Glue, where we are gluing the pieces of work and life together, one piece at a time.
And everything in between.
And so today we are going to be talking about something that we're very passionate about. If you guys have followed our channel, you know this is something we both are really into, and that is
self-development.
And so we're going to talk about some of our personal self-development tools, or like things we do for that. And then we will come back together, I guess, and have a conversation of like how that's impacted us as a married couple. So before we even jump in and start the timer, do you want to just talk a little bit about what we are talking about when we talk about self-development?
So self-development kind of tiptoes on the line of self-help, so to speak, but we like self-development better.
Yeah.
Self-development is like working on, for example, I've read books about how to be more of a godly man. This book called The Mask of Masculinity, the 5-second rule, things like that. Just kind of like to better your mindset on how to achieve your goals in life, how to tackle, you know, obstacles, things like that. It's not saying that you have any mental issues by any means.
Right.
It's just helping you sharpen your mind just to become a better version of yourself, the best version of yourself possible.
Yeah, and just on all different topics: faith, money, goals, time
setting,
management, all that stuff.
all
We're
that
both
stuff.
very into, you know, maximizing our life and maximizing
getting the
who God
most
made
out
us
of our lives.
to be. Yeah. So anyway, let's start the timer, and then do you want to start us off on what you do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so what I do and what I highly recommend is either start listening to podcasts that motivate you, get you going, get you fired up about anything that you guys love or like in your life, and also get an Audible membership. So I have a lot of time at my job where there's just one person, that's usually just me in the kitchen for quite some time, quite a few hours before the second person may come in, and I'll be able to listen to podcasts, listen to Audible books. Like I said before, the 5-second rule, like, changed my life. I really recommend that. And, you know, and when I have time, I'll sit down and actually read and write down notes and books that I have.
Tools of Titans.
Tools of Titans.
Another one. We'll put links to any ones we
So that's kind of what I do. Listen to podcasts and listen to Audible books.
Okay, and so what I typically do, if you guys know me, you know I do the Miracle Morning routine, and I will have a link to my video on that as well as the book. I really got into self-development. I mean, I've always been into it, but I think I really got into it when I had postpartum depression, and I have a whole series on that as well. If you guys want to check out some tips for overcoming depression, that's one area that I've really focused on and tried to better myself and improve, and I'm just constantly striving for becoming better and learning from other people and their success. So I do my Miracle Morning, so I'm journaling in that. I am praying. I try to read the Bible every day, and I try to read at least like 10 pages of a self-development book. I've read so many. I read books. I also try to listen to podcasts like when I'm getting ready in the morning or cleaning on the weekends or when the kids go to bed and that kind of thing. And I also like to watch YouTube videos when I'm getting ready or in the car. I love Project Life Mastery with Steph and James, and just some others I can put links to below. So I just try to fill myself with self-development and improvement, and we also like to talk about it on our channel, so that's also like another way we do it. So what would you say, or do you want me to go first? I guess I could go first. Of how it has impacted our marriage. Do you want me to go first?
You can go first.
Okay, so I think I don't know if this is safe to say, but I think I was kind of on this track first, or I've been more, maybe I just had more time for it built into my day, and you've been, you know, in the last year or so, like really getting into it. You've listened to podcasts and stuff, but I think in the last year you've really like focused it on self-development, whereas before you might have listened to some other types of, you know, true crime and stuff, which we still like.
I still do.
So, whatever. But I think now that he's got the Audible account, he's figured out like, okay, I can build this into my day, whereas reading was really hard for him because of his schedule to be consistent. So I think now that we're both on this path of self-improvement, I think within our marriage, it's really, first of all, we've read some of the same books together. I made him read the 5 love languages when
absolutely read that one.
Yeah, I was getting so frustrated with him because I was telling him like, this is my love language. Like when you don't pick up after yourself or whatever, it makes me feel like you don't love me. And he didn't get it, but I had him read the book and that helped. So that helped our marriage, and being willing to do that. We have been reading the 12-week year together so that we can get our goals in line and set them together. I think that's super awesome. And like he read the 5-second rule and told me to read it, so I did. And I think it's just, it's honestly kind of sexy to watch your spouse like improve. I don't know.
I guess
I'm attracted to men who care about who they are, you know, not that I'm attracted to other men, but do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I understand.
It's like an attractive thing that he's trying to better himself, and in many ways, not just health, but his mind and who he is. So I think that in and of itself is good for our marriage, but also that we're trying to grow separately and have our own goals, but we're also trying to grow together.
Yeah.
Okay, what would you have to say?
She kind of said everything I needed to say. Yeah, it's just good because I don't have time to really read during the day. Sit down and read it because my time is usually filled with, you know, being with my family, playing with the girls, or other hobbies.
Work stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So having these Audible accounts and, you know, having a podcast app that I use almost daily has been a blessing, and it's helped me, you know. I am a negative person kind of by nature sometimes. I've worked on that a lot growing up. You know, I've had a negative body image, and now I'm just getting better and better every day about that. My mind is in a lot better place than it ever has been. I just think that it's more especially in today's society, it's easy to see negative things on the news or hear about it from somebody else. So it's just like, I'd rather fill my time with some things that are gonna make me laugh, inspire me, or just motivate me to do something better or more with my life.
Yeah, and I think just going off of that, like when you're working on yourself, it's for the betterment of your marriage too. Like if you're becoming a better person, your marriage is becoming better.
I really didn't answer the question directly, but yeah, it's helped me understand, like when I read the 5 love languages, why she would get upset of something so petty or something.
In his perspective.
In quotations, petty. Could be petty to you, but not for them if X, Y, and Z happens.
Yeah.
And it's just so that you guys are on the same page, really, and it's just, I think about, like I said in the beginning of this video, trying to be the best version of yourself possible, because you only live one life and it's super short. Why not maximize your time and you know?
Yeah, we've been on this kick of like, God made him individually, he made me individually. Why not try to take that and make it what he wanted for his glory and for helping others? And it's also super motivating to better yourself and to see how much you can achieve. And we honestly too, as a parent, I think once we became parents, we're like, we don't want to mess this up.
No.
It's not just what you preach to your kids, it's what you show them. And so we want to be freaking awesome people so that they can learn from us. And so we're just really trying to fast track who we are, and what we do, and how we treat each other, I guess you could say. So we would love to know if you guys are into self-development and how you think it affects your marriage. And what are some things you guys do for self-development? Do you read books? What podcasts do you like? Videos?
Please leave suggestions for books,
shows,
and podcasts, you know?
Anything like that.
We'll leave some of ours in the description box too.
If you guys like this kind of video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and we will see you next time. Bye guys.